respected dignitaries of the Rajya Vokkaligara Sangha, Principal Dr. Ashwath, Vice Principal Dr. Prakash, Deans, Head of the Departments, teaching staff, non-teaching staff, and my dear graduating students. I know it's an exciting day for all of you, but I humbly request you to give me 20 minutes of your time, and I'm sure you will carry back something out of this institute beyond what you have learned. First, let me warmly congratulate the graduating students for your accomplishments. This was what was expected from the very first day you went to school many years back. Each one of you should be very proud of your achievements. As you rejoice, do take a moment to think of your parents and pray for them. Your parents believed in you, and hence you are here today. But it was the teacher who shaped your intellect and guided you over the last 2 decades of growing up and pushed you to your limits, sometimes to your irritation, but all with a good cause to make you achieve your own potential. Please take a moment to appreciate a teacher whose name probably you do not remember, but whose face probably is still in the mirror of your mind. Anytime I look at it, I have my set of teachers. I am sure you have yours as well. We live in exciting times. You are graduating at a particularly exciting time, more so because of the technological advancements that we have seen in recent times. I'm sure all of you know about the World Wide Web, and you have used it. Ever since it was invented way back in 1990, we have seen rapid technological advancements across various sectors. Particularly in 2023, all of you would have learned a lot of new things. With the availability of ChatGPT, large language models to common users. The opportunity to do groundbreaking work at an individual level is terrific. Now, Bill Gates very famously said recently that our AI is the new UI. For those of you who are thinking that AI is new, let me give you some data points. In 1950 was the first time the great scientist called Alan Turing asked a very famous question, saying, can machines think? This test is known as the Turing test. I'm sure you can Google about it and understand what Turing test is all about. When did he ask this question? 1950. 1956 was the first time a formal conference was held on artificial intelligence. So AI is not new. But what is new is people have applied the concepts and theory behind AI and make it available for common users. I remember personally attending a course in artificial intelligence in Indian Institute of Science in 1986. 1986. At that time, the course was full of theory and mathematics. I completed the course and came back thinking, who's going to use all of this? But the world has changed so much since then. Till the time ChatGPT came, whenever we heard the word artificial intelligence, we usually think of robots, probably influenced by movies. But that misses the big picture. Then what is AI all about that everybody is talking about it? Artificial intelligence is based on 2 very simple principles. One, that human intelligence can be defined. And 2, that defined intelligence can be codified in machines, which enables machines to think like human beings, mimic human intelligence, and execute tasks like humans, which effectively means it's a very multidisciplinary field, which involves computer science, which involves mathematics, which involves robotics, computer vision, natural language programming, and many more. While machines have capabilities have exceeding the capacity of humans? This is a question everybody is asking. The challenge is this. Many cognitive abilities that we as human beings have is laced with value judgments, which is based on our experiences, which is very, very difficult to codify. It also poses a lots of challenges, from biases in training data to lacking in common sense, not able to handle moral and ethical issues, as well as safety issues. One of the speakers talked about using technology for the right purposes. 2015, when first time robots were used in manufacturing setup, in a factory in Volkswagen in Germany, one of the robots actually fatally crushed a co-worker. So there are inherent safety issues that people have to deal with when we talk about artificial intelligence. With all this, I'm sure you will agree that we are in exciting times, no question about it. The big question everybody is asking is, will AI result in job losses? Will I lose my job? Will my job go away to machines? What is the best way to answer this question? I went and asked ChatGPT to give me the answer to this question. And I'll quote directly from a ChatGPT response. The impact of AI on jobs is a complex and multifaceted issue. While AI has the potential to automate many tasks, leading to job displacement in certain sectors, it also creates opportunities for new types of jobs and can enhance the productivity in various industries. AI will create new demand for roles like artificial intelligence scientists, data scientists, and create newer industries and hence more jobs. In many cases, AI will augment rather than replace human labor. Workers will need to have new skills to effectively collaborate with AI and leverage their capabilities. In summary, while AI will undoubtedly lead to job displacement in certain areas, it will also create new opportunities and transform existing roles, unquote. This is exactly what machines told us, and this is so true today. But this is not the first time, nor will it be the last time. We as a society will debate the question of job losses because of technology. I'll tell you a very interesting story. When I graduated in computer science in 1984 from IIT Kharagpur, my professor of programming told the whole class, you guys have jobs for 2 more years. After 2 more years, programmers are not required because machines will do programming. 40 years later, world needs programmers still. So I am an optimist, and I believe that human beings have set a very high benchmark, and machines will take a long time to match the record of human beings. But with adequate controls, human beings will always have an upper hand. So that's a good news for all of you. While all this is positive and exciting times, let me also tell you some of the challenges that you're going to face. Graduating from college is one of the most important milestones in your life. Of course, this is the time to celebrate, as we are doing today. However, these celebrations may be short-lived due to various obstacles you will face. Finding employment first, if you have not already got one. Whether to take up a job or go do higher studies. Whether to take up higher studies in India or go outside of India. Should I remain in my technical line or go do an MBA? Should I relocate to a new city because the job there is better? The challenges and expectations of a new job. Comparison with others. I'll talk a little more about it later. And expectations from the family. All this is going to hit you from tomorrow morning onwards. And you have to brace yourself for it. Sometimes it may be overwhelming to just think about all the challenges that you're going to face. But I'll give you some advices, easy to take advices for you to think about. I'm going to give my advices in 2 parts. The first part is what you can do immediately. What you can do from tomorrow morning. And second is I'll give you some pieces of advice which are important for you from a longer term career point of view. From an immediate future, first is, this is your life. So many people have helped you to come where you are, but this is your life. You have to take charge of it. You have to be clear in your head what is that you'll enjoy doing and what you like doing. Focus on what you want to do. Talk to as many people as you want, but you decide what is good for you and what you'll enjoy doing. There'll be many, many people pulling you and pushing you in different directions, which you have to resist and move on. The second advice immediately is, don't fall for comparisons. He has got a better job, he's got a better salary, she has got into an MBA, he has got a better offer. In the long run, I'm telling you, it does not matter. So don't fall for comparisons. Comparisons are one of the reasons why most Indians are unhappy, because we are permanently comparing with somebody else. Third is actually, remember you are leaving college life. College life, you can do a whole lot of stuff. But now you have become a professional. You have become an engineering graduate, a business school graduate. Some of your habits should change. And change is always difficult, but you have to attempt that change. A few changes I would strongly urge you to adopt. One, be more disciplined. I'm not saying you are not disciplined in college, but I think you need to be more disciplined. Second, you have to be more punctual. And I think professionals, one of the important traits of a professional is to be punctual. Make new professional friends. While college friends are great, I think it's important for you to expand your circle beyond your college friends. Allocate time for reading. A lot of people think after your graduation, my learning is over. Nothing can be farther from the truth. Your learning begins now. So allocate some time for reading. Get into good personal habits, and at the same time, don't forget to enjoy yourself. So those are the few advices I want to give you for an immediate future. Now, my advice for the long term is a little more complex, as you can imagine. The challenge in young people like yourselves is that you will forget this speech after you leave this auditorium. Correct? Yes? I'm going to attempt to help you to retain 2 or 3 things by giving a simple advice that you can remember. I believe there are 6 values you have to live by. Let me talk about each one of them, what it means. The first one is caring. Have a caring attitude. Caring for people around you, caring for your customers if you work there, caring for family, caring for the organization, caring for the institute that you graduated from. With the evolution of social media, people end up saying all sorts of things which you'll never say on a face-to-face with a person. Taking ownership of what you say is also an important aspect of caring. So the first value I want to think about is caring. Remember the letter C. I'll come back to it. The second value I want to have is learning. The pace at which technologies are changing, learning has to be core to you throughout your life. Your quest for continuous improvement of skills and knowledge should be with you forever. And the most important attitude to have is not to have, is to I know everything. If you start with saying I know everything, that's the beginning of your downfall. So the second attitude value I want to think about is learning. Remember the word L. First is caring, second is learning. The third value I want you to think about is achieving. You all have studied so much. Why have you studied so much? Because you want to achieve something in your life. Various aspects of achieving are being aspirational, being accountable, being action-oriented. All of us want to do our best and achieve our own potential. 2 common traits that you see in high-achieving leaders is high energy and passion. High energy and passion is what you have to bring to the table every single day. So the third value I want you to think about is achieving. First is caring, second is learning, third is achieving. Remember the first alphabets, C, L, and A. The fourth value I want you to think about is sharing. The happiest moments are when you share and give. You have seen it in your own small way in college life. You will see more of it. You will have more opportunities to share. Use that opportunity to share. Help others in difficulty. Seek help if required. Placing team achievements above individual interests are some of the key attributes of the fourth value, sharing. So remember the fourth, sharing. First is caring, second is learning, third is achieving, fourth is sharing. Fifth one is social responsibility. My definition of this is much broader beyond social work. Some of the speakers talked about a few of them. The most critical components is follow the law of the land. Don't go on the wrong side of the road. Don't go on a one-way road. It's all following the law of the land. That is social responsibility. Social responsibility gives meaning to your life, and it gives a sense of purpose and fulfillment that you are an educated professional in this country. So the fifth value is social responsibility. Caring, learning, achieving, sharing, and social responsibility. What are the first letters of each one of them stand for? Class. Now I'll bring to the last part, and then probably the most important part is integrity. There are different ways you can define integrity, but I like two simple definitions. First, do what is right and not what is convenient. Going on the wrong side of the road is convenient, but that's not the right thing to do. The second, that whatever actions that we do should stand the test of time and should not embarrass us. If you do something, tomorrow Times of India news, first page, your name comes, that this person did this, will you be proud of it? That's a simple test to use. Will you be proud of it? Will it embarrass your family? Will it embarrass your friends? So those are two simple tests that you can look for when you talk about integrity. Unfortunately, we live in a nation which is one of the most corrupt in the world. It is in our hands, it is in your hands to change it. And young people like you will play a large role in changing this. Integrity is also very closely linked to trust. Trust takes a lifetime to build, but a single moment or a single act can destroy it. So the sixth attribute is I. So put it all together, it spells as C-L-A-S-S-I. I want each one of you to lead a classy life ahead. So that's the best way for you to remember. Lead a classy life ahead. I would like to end by saying one statement. Engineering is not about skills. It's not about theories. It's not about formulas. Engineering is a way of life. It's a value system. It is responsible behavior. Wish you all the very best and great success in whatever you do in the years to come. And in the process, make your parents, your teachers, your college, and your country proud. Thank you and God bless.